Fall is just around the corner, and for many, this means a fresh start. Whether it's back to school, returning to the office, or even beginning a new chapter, it's always a great time to reinvent yourself. And guess what? Our next guest knows all about starting over. She made a life-changing career move at the age of 38, documenting the highs and lows in her memoir, Bevelations. Joining us now is media personality, radio host, and author, the fabulous Bevy Smith.
Thank you, my
Welcome.
love. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here with you guys in studio.
Same. It's so nice to actually be able to talk to people face to face again,
Exactly.
and especially you, because you are here to inspire so many people. I think a lot of people right now are stuck in a rut, feeling like they're going nowhere fast professionally. You made that career change later in life, and what do you want people to know about when the right time is to pivot? What are there rules that you have to follow?
Well, you know, there's never exactly a right time to make a change in your life. And as we saw in 2020, you know, the pandemic forced change on a lot of us. But we have to learn to stop fearing change and embrace change. And for me, the way I start out every day is in a space of gratitude. I give thanks. You know, and that's what I catalog every day. I journal, and I also do guided meditation on an app. I use Calm, I use Breathe, and 5 to 15 minutes every morning before you pick up the phone to look at social media, before you turn on Good Morning America to look at the news, you want to be sitting in a space of gratitude, because that means that whatever changes happens to you in life during that day, you always are seated in a firm space of gratitude. And that really sets the tone.
And you coined so many phrases in the book, which is what I love, because they make it so easy to remember. But one of them is life gets greater later.
Yes.
And you talk a lot about that, not just with respect to age. I mean, we make it sound like 38 is so old. That was that's still young, very young.
Well,
but
you know.
age, race, anything. Talk us through what that means.
Yeah, well, you know, we were just talking before we came on set, and it's really about understanding that it does get greater later. When you get older, oftentimes people make you feel like it's over, but guess what? It's just really beginning. You have an arsenal of information, you have relationships, and you also have the ability to understand that your today does not dictate your tomorrow.
I am buying what you're selling because I believe it wholeheartted, and I love how you begin in a place of gratitude, because that really does set the foundation for everything. You also talk about differentiating yourself and discovering your red soul.
Yes, red soul.
You're talking about Louboutins. Explain this for us.
Yeah, so you know, guys, I used to be in fashion, so I remember when Manolo Blahnik was the it shoe that you had to have. And then the early 2000s, Louboutin comes along, and everyone wants a Louboutin. And what's the point of differentiation? The red soul. So how do we find out what our red soul, so that everyone wants to be in our space? So it's about building up a personal brand. Now, a lot of people think of personal brands as things for influencers and celebrities, but guess what? It's not just for them. It's for anyone. Even if you're in a company, you should still have a personal brand within that larger corporate brand. Some of the things you can do is make sure that when there are projects going on that you think that your skill set would be a great asset, make sure that folks know that you can do that. You're a natural born problem solver. You're analytical. You know, you're a great strategist. You're a great negotiator. We're not all working together in offices anymore. So a lot of things are virtual. So guess what you need to do? When you're having these meetings, reach out to people in other divisions. If you like what they had to say, you know, email them afterwards and say, hey, I would love to get on a Zoom with you and just have a chat about that strategy you were talking about. I think I could be an asset to that team. And then you become known as someone who's a go-to person and also a go-getter. Because, you know, people say the work should speak for itself. Well, honey, I'll tell you this. A closed mouth does not get fed. Okay?
And just quickly, Bev, you know, it's not all rosy. Some of it is hard work, and particularly being honest with ourselves, looking ourselves in the mirror, how to be authentic. What are some tips for that?
Yeah, you know, looking at who you are at your core. So not as the wife, the mother, the daughter, the career chick. It's really about looking at your core and the things that bring you joy, and really defining the value system that you have that can also be your compass. You've got to have a moral compass. And so you have to do the introspective work. And I also say you should definitely be talking to people who know you best. You know, how are you perceived is a very important question, but also who are you at your core, and how would you like to be perceived? And those are 3 tips that I have in the book.
Yeah, I love, because you do give off an energy, right? And people can sense it. By the way, you smell amazing.
Oh, thank you, my love.
I just wanted to tell you that, like, oh, wow.
But that also set the tone when I meditated. And then also this morning, I knew I was going to be coming here with you two beautiful ladies. I said, I want something that's light and airy, like these lovely ladies. You see? Set the tone.
Wait, I have to smell.
She smells so good.
It's a diptyque scent.
Oh, see, I love diptyque.
It's really lovely, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. She's brought it today. All right. Bevy, thank you so much for being with us. And Bevy's book, Bevelations, Lessons from a Mother, Auntie, Bestie, in stores now. Thank you. Come on back anytime.
Oh, well, thank you. I love to come back.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.